Do I need to talk?
No, yeah, just talk me through it.
Okay, so you're gonna pull your chicken out of the oven.
No.
And usually, you're like when you pull it out, you're gonna want to get some tongs and just pull it out through the cavity. And some chickens have stuffing or something that you've cooked, you know, in it, so you're gonna want to take that out. So from here, I usually just break apart the legs, okay, and you'll just cut the breast first. Okay, once you get that side off, just lay it nicely over there. Actually, there's a little bit more residual. And I'll just do the other side. And you can, I mean, a carving fork is really just for meat, but like beef, but I mean, you can use it for chicken, but they're kind of, they don't really work that well. So I just use my hands. And usually it's not that hot because you've let your chicken rest after you pulled it out of the oven, which is very good for the meat to keep it tender. You don't want to cut into it too soon, or all the juices will just pour out of it and your chicken will become dry.
How long?
Like 10 to 20 minutes.
Of rest?
Yeah, rest with just a tent of tin foil over it. So if you don't let it rest, yeah, you're gonna have dry meat. So from here, I kind of just, I pull off all the extra meat because it just falls off usually. And I just give this part to my kids, or I'll save it, or we'll nibble at it. You can use it for soup if you don't like the way it looks on your plate. But it's just for. So,
What's that part right there?
right here, that's like the wishbone, you know, where people pull the wishbone apart.
Okay.
This one looks like it's broken. So, from here, you will just pull off the leg.
Pull it off?
Yep, it should fall. If you've cooked your chicken right, it should be just tender enough to pull right off the joint. So you can see the joint there and here. And so you can either serve it that way, or you can pull this apart as well. And so you've got the thigh and the drumstick. Same thing, you've got to grab it, the whole thing. And kind of if you just find the joint, then you can kind of pull it apart without ruining everything. And then usually I flip it over. This is the wings, so I pull off this sort of crispy tip. You can just pull it right off. Pull off all this excess skin. So here's the wing and the little drumstick. These kind of just look ugly, but they're delicious. And then same thing on this side. Just take that part off. So there's that piece of meat, and then the drumstick as well. Kind of tough. So you can either get kitchen scissors if you have a hard time getting it apart, but just pull off all the skin. And then you're pretty much done, but then there's these little backbone pieces that are really tender and delicious. So as you can see, there's just like little fat packs in there. You just pull it out and you can put it in with your little pieces. And there's another little piece. And then you've got a nice carcass. So what I do is I just wrap it up in tin foil. Just roll it up in tin foil and throw it in the freezer, in a freezer bag. And then you can use it to make soup stock. And that's how you de-meat a carcass.